Terrell Thomas, These Urban Times. You know, we love to bring you the biggest and best talent. We're sitting down with a lady today who has a lot going on in the music world. We're going to talk to her about her journey into music, how the pandemic has affected or influenced her music, about some new music that she's recently put out, and a lot more. Miss Lady Bain, how you feeling today?
Hey, I'm feeling wonderful. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I know, the weekend is upon us. Memorial Day weekend is upon us, especially. So I appreciate your time and you sitting down with us today. I want our audience to learn more about what you have going on, because I think you have a lot of great things going on. You're putting out some great music as well. Uh, Talk to me about your partnership, your relationship, your marriage, whatever you want to call it, with Royal Court Records, and how that all came about.
Oh, it's such a crazy story. So I met the CEO of Royal Court Records in high school. You know, two goofy kids trying to survive in the city of Detroit, the first class ever of Crockett Technical High School. So we had a lot going on. So I would find myself singing my way through stuff. And, I never knew my friend was watching in the background and praying for me because she knew that, it was hard to do what I was doing. So I went through a long journey trying to find my way back here, back to singing, which is my first love. And as life would have it, things didn't turn out my way. I had a career that was flourishing. I was engaged to a beautiful man, and all of that came to an abrupt halt. My fiance passed. I lost my job due to an almost fatal accident. But all the while, that same friend from high school was watching my back, praying for me, and sowing into my life. So she called me up. She knew that this one thing would click me out of my deep depression. And she said, "You need to sing again." And I completely laughed at her. We never knew we were going to be on this journey together, but I laughed at her. I thought she was crazy. I'm like, if you could just see me now, everything's gone in my life. So I was facing a major operation. Thank God I escaped it, but I came home escaping that operation that could possibly leave me paralyzed. And I began to sing my first song, Pure Love, in the shower. And I called her. I said, "Cece, I'm ready." But I never knew that she was going to take the ball and roll with it. So I thank God for her. And the rest is history. Yeah.
I do think, and what you spoke on, for those who do not know about your accident, nearly fatal accident and career change and your loss. I think you can hear the strength and the adversity in your sound and in your voice. So you never want to hear of someone going through anything tragic or anything hard. But I do think it's been a blessing from from what I've seen so far and what I know, to see the strength and to be speaking with you today, the joy in your voice and in your eyes. I think that's a beautiful and a magnificent thing. Speak to me about how the pandemic has infected or influenced your sound. I know 2020 was different for everyone. As I mentioned, though, you are a woman of strength. So, it may not have been as difficult for you, as others. But how has it affected your sound, and how has it affected your creative process?
Oh, you know what? Just when I was ready to shut my mind down, it's like, oh, we can't go anywhere, we can't do anything. So I'm just gonna stick to writing. My team called me up, hey, I'm working with one of the best videographers in the nation, Timothy Urban Jr. And nothing stops this man's brain. So they got together and they were like, hey, we're gonna fly out to Vegas, mask up people, we're gonna do this. And it was just work, 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 work. So I never had a chance to focus on the fact that I lost so many loved ones. My elderly parents were stricken with COVID, on the brink of death. It was like, Cassandra, give what you got because you're still here. So the pandemic blessed me in so many ways. It did.
Okay, okay. Now from your single, excuse me, Pure Love, uh, you recorded and put out a single, Do Me. Talk to me about that single. And September 7th was my birthday. So you put that record out on September 7th. I said, oh, we have to get us a listen right here.
Yeah, it was a good day.
But talk to me about that record and where your mind was when you decided to create that record.
So, well, that song was it was a push for me. One of the songs I did not write. I typically write all of my music.
Okay.
So when I heard it, I said, this is somebody's story. This is real and relatable. And come to find out, it's my manager's story. And I'm like, I hope I do you proud because I want to translate what you were feeling and the things you were thinking. So we may have to expound on that visually a little bit more and give y'all another twist to it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, summer is right around the corner. And as I mentioned, we're pretty much approaching Memorial Day weekend. Uh, so we'll see how things go in that way. But you got some new music out, and you actually put out some new music Memorial Day weekend. Talk to me about that record. Let our audience know how that record came about, the title, and how they can listen to it.
Okay, so it's Rocking This Thing. It will be available on all digital platforms. It's just a feel good record. It's where you can just, get with your partner and think about, how everybody just think, okay, well, we're together, but we're going to be together and rock this thing. We're going to make each other prosperous in every way. It's just a beautiful feel good vibe. And I want somebody to come up with a nice line dance for that. Let's push that.
Okay. So you want to get one of them the challenges going and whatnot, a Facebook challenge
Right.
or a TikTok challenge, something of that nature.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Now you're also combining kind of, I want to say, gospel and hip hop, gospel and R&B. Why did you decide to go with music that has such a key message, and how has that been working for you?
Well, if I don't feel it, I don't expect the listeners to feel it. And I just want to be authentic in what I put out, So long after I'm gone, the message will still resonate.
I respect it.
So that's what I'm really looking forward to right there. And I want to keep going in that same light,
Who were some of your musical influences as you were coming up, even today? Who are some of your musical influences?
Well, I would say number one on my list, Miss Patti LaBelle. I watch her work ethic. This woman is pushing 75 somewhere along in there, and she's still grinding it out. Of course, Aretha Franklin, the Clark sisters, So just people that are real rooted and grounded in what they love.
Now I understand you're working on a gospel EP as well. Give me a little bit of give me a little bit of insight on that. Are you prepared to drop it this summer? Is that something that you're going to push later in the year? Give me some insight on that if you don't mind.
So I'm still writing. I'm writing. I would say gospel is my first love. So I want to make sure I put it out there when I'm actually feeling the writing instead of just putting the words to the paper. I just want it to be a real thing. So I'm not sure when it's going to come out. Hopefully soon, but I'm a little slow on the creative process of that one.
Okay. You'll be hitting the road, I understand, in June as well. Headed to Louisiana. Be performing in Baton Rouge. How will it feel to be back on the stage? To be back performing live in front of an audience, and to be hitting the road into Louisiana?
Oh gosh, just the thought of it is just exhilarating. I can't wait because there's nothing like that real time feedback. You can read the feedback on the comments online, but to actually be in the atmosphere with the people that you're performing for, it's going to be a surreal moment. Can't wait.
As we move forward in 2021, as I mentioned, summer's right around the corner. Things are opening back up, so people are outside. Events will be happening and things of that nature. What can we look forward to as far as your music and your sound, and what do you have planned for the remainder of the year?
Oh, we have so much in store. Well, definitely the festival. Some other things we're going to do while I'm in Louisiana, more videos, maybe some more singles while I'm in the midst of writing the EP. So I'm just excited to put me to work.
Okay. Please let our audience know where they can check you out via social media, how they can stream your music, how they can check out some of the videos, and just the material overall that you have out, how they can hear and stream your catalog.
Awesome. So I would love to connect with you guys, your beautiful audience, at Lady Bain Music. That's across all social media. You can check me out on YouTube as well. Like, share, subscribe. And I also like to stay in touch with you guys. So drop a comment and I'll respond back as best I can.
Lady Bain, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. It's been a pleasure to sit down and chat with you. Now that things are opening up, when you're in the Atlanta area, we're going to get you in studio, sit down and chat with you, actually get some behind the scenes of your creative process and just connect. It's been dope to sit and chat with you.
Same here. Good vibes to you. Be blessed.
Much love. Be safe out here.
Thank you. God bless you.